Hot on the heels of that game in Germany, we're heading up to Perth for Saturday's lunchtime kick-off against St Johnstone in the Scottish Premiership. Mif, this will be our third game in 8 days, so we're coming thick and fast. And as I said, we take part in 9 games throughout the month of October. Are you expecting much squad rotation for this one, or will Ange be a wee bit more reluctant to do so after the St Mirren game?
I think he'll make changes, but not as many. I think that's safe to say. He might make 2 or 3 rather than was it 5 or 6 that he made. So St John's is a place I always look forward to going to. One of the guys for the bus getting into a fight with Mario or Luigi one Halloween. So that was quite interesting.
The Brothers Grimm.
I'm a wee bit, just because of what happened to St Mirren, it's got the same sort of profile as game, tightish park, probably make a few changes, potential European hangover. So it was getting to that stage of the season. I think you mentioned there, was that 13 games in 6 weeks?
Yep, so from the start of October, from Saturday there until the World Cup.
So you can only imagine he's got to have to utilise the squad. I think it's just the number of changes that he makes and then who comes in. Given that, Moy and Turnbull, for example, playing in midfield didn't really seem to work for me. I think you have one of either of them playing. Abelgard getting up to match fitness then means that he's becoming an option now as well. So we seem fairly well stacked in the wings between Haksabanovic, Abada and Maeda. It's just good to have Giacomakis back to give that option as well, because I think it's great having him as the alternative, because we can play in a slightly different way. We can be slightly more direct. We can look to get the ball out wide and get crosses into the box. There'll be changes, but it's just, like I say, I don't think it'll be as many. I think, but we're saying that it'll depend on the squad and how they pull through these games. If there's injuries, if there's niggles, we'll have McGregor missing as well now.
Yep.
Is it only one game though?
Aye, yeah, I think so.
Just one game.
It's a professional foul, I think. Just equates to one.
I thought debatable. Just on the red card, I think if the striker takes it first time, it's a goal scoring opportunity. If he takes a touch, Welsh is on the cover. So as far as the ref's concerned, how does he know?
That's the thing. It's a goal scoring opportunity if Kyogo's in the end of it, not if Mif's in the end of it.
No,
you know what I mean. So it's very subjective. But no, I think it was a red, and I think he gets a 1 game ban. So yeah, that's one less player that Ange has to choose from against St Johnstone. Starfelt won't make it back by the sounds of it. So I mean, what's the point in having this squad and not utilising it? That's the whole purpose of it.
Just on that point, what's the update? Starfelt, is it knee?
2-3. I don't know the type of injury, but it's 2-3 weeks, as Ange's quoted it saying today.
Right.
So he'll definitely miss this weekend and possibly next weekend as well. Paddy, from St Johnstone's point of view, so they're doing all right. They had a poor old season last year and only managed to stay up in the playoffs. So they are currently 8th in the table. They've won 3, drawn 1 and lost 4 of their games. They beat Dundee United 2-1 at the weekend, but so what? Everyone beats them at the moment. So should it be a straightforward win at McDermott Park, or are you expecting maybe quite a difficult afternoon?
I just think it's a given after a European game that it's just a bit slower. So I think obviously the changes will happen. Yeah, I just think we should be good enough to just go and win comfortably. But yeah, it's always just a bit slower after these games. We put a lot in for 90 minutes. Yeah. It's a different level.
This kind of game, without sounding whatever, don't know what the word is, but Celtic are the only thing that stand in Celtic's way when it comes to games like this. If Celtic turn up and do what they should do, and St Johnstone turn up and do what they should do, given the resources and all that stuff, Celtic should just be taking care of business here.
They should, but I think we've had that warning shot. The St Mirren game shows us that if we are complacent, and that comes from the manager and the playing squad, if we are complacent in these games, the teams that we're playing can take advantage of that. Mm-hmm. So you have to get in with that mindset where you need to approach the game as professional as possible and just play the best available team.
League-wise overall, Paddy, so obviously we temporarily dropped to second on Saturday, so don't fancy that too much, but we're back on top of the table, which is where we belong. It's been a solid start to the season, so taking St Mirren out of the equation, we've obviously had 7 wins and that 1 loss so far, scoring 27 goals and conceding just the 4. This will be the 9th league game of the season, so you're just about a quarter way through the programme. Happy enough overall with the progress?
Yeah, I think, as I say, I think we were pretty spoiled in August. The performances were great, bar the Hearts game. But over the course of the season, we are going to have these games. It's better that they're happening just now. But we won against Hearts and we won against Motherwell. I just think we know what we need to do, and I'm fairly comfortable for where we're at, and I think we'll kick on. I really do. I think the more these games start to come, and the more players are just getting more up to speed with getting into the meaty part of the season, it's going to do us a world of good. So looking forward to it.
You used the term spoiled there, and I think it's spot on because
I prefer the term meaty.
Thanks.
I like that.
Thank you.
I was trying to bypass that.
Meaty part of the season.
I've been reading the thesaurus this week.
Lovely.
Thank you.
My toes curled a wee bit when he said that.
No,
Oh, really? Really?
Put me in the mood for
Will
a
we get
pie.
that? Will we beep it out?
It's put me in the mood for a pie.
Nice.
What was I saying? Oh, aye, the word spoiled. So, I think that's where we are. We were winning games comfortably in the first 4, 5, 6, 7 games, and also scoring plenty of goals and performing really well. And maybe that just made us think this is just how it is now. You play really well, you win by a number of goals, and that's how the season plays out. That's not how football goes, even for the best of sides. Now and then you'll have sticky patches and, in different form. We've had one loss at St Mirren. We didn't play great on Saturday, but we're winning games of football. So that's where I would be. I mean, go on, Mif, you something in your mind. I can see it.
No.
I can see the cogs
I'm
running.
thinking about logistics.
Okay. Before you do so, can you give us your scoreline prediction for McDermott Park?
2-1 Celtic.
3-0 Celtic.
I'm 3-0 as well. Paddy, me and you have called the same.
Aye.
The last 3 results, same. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, one of them was 4-0 against Motherwell at the weekend. We get that dramatically wrong. Although I stand by it. The rationale is there.
How can you stand by a wrong prediction? That's absolute nonsense. Nonsense.
It's a jumper.
I'm sticking with it.
Oh.